March 13, 2021. A normal Saturday morning at Kirkby railway station in Merseyside, England. Commuters waiting at the platform, checking their phones. Just another routine train arrival. But in just 47 seconds, everything would change. Not because of mechanical failure, not because of weather, but because of something most of us do every day, glancing at a phone screen. What exactly happened in those crucial seconds? Why did an experienced train driver risk everything for a phone message? Stay with us as we uncover the full story of the Kirkby train crash. A stark reminder that disaster can strike in the time it takes to read a text. Kirkby is a small town in western England with a population of about 41,495 people, as recorded in 2016. It's located in Merseyside County, just 6.5 miles northeast of Liverpool and about 27 miles west of Manchester. Kirkby sits at the intersection of two important railway lines, Merseyrail's Northern Line and the Kirkby Branch Line, operated by Network Rail. The Northern Line, an electrified commuter rail route opened in 1977, connects Liverpool to Kirkby. Trains on this line can reach speeds of up to 60 miles per hour and even run underground through Liverpool before reaching their final stop at Kirkby. The line ends at a buffer stop halfway down the platform at Kirkby Station, right before the Glover's Brow overpass. On the other side of the station is the Kirkby Branch Line, a partially single-track, non-electrified railway stretching about 12 miles to Manchester. Unlike the Northern Line, which serves only passengers, the Branch Line occasionally handles freight trains for local industries like Potter Logistics near Kirkby. Interestingly, both lines end at buffer stops just a few feet apart on opposite sides of the same platform, creating a unique railway configuration at Kirkby Station. Saturday evening, March 13, 2021, 6:35 p.m. As the sun sets over Liverpool, service from Liverpool to Kirkby was operated by British Rail Class 507. The Class 507 trains are three-car electric units built between 1978 and 1980 by British Rail's engineering division. Each train is nearly 200 feet long, weighs 104.5 metric tons, and was designed for speeds of up to 75 miles per hour. These trains underwent major refurbishment between 2002 and 2005 by Alstom, adding modern features and seating for 192 passengers. On the day of the incident, the train had 12 passengers on board, along with the driver and a conductor, as it made its routine journey to Kirkby. On the evening of March 13, 2021, 58-year-old Mr. Hollis was at the controls of British Rail Class 507 Unit 006, driving the train toward Kirkby Station. Having just departed Fazakerley Station at around 8:49 p.m., the train carried only 12 passengers, scattered across its three cars. It was a quiet journey, but something unusual was about to happen. The speed limit on this section of the track was strictly set at 15 miles per hour. However, after reaching that speed, the train continued to accelerate. By the time it approached Kirkby Station at 8:51 p.m., the train was traveling at 40 miles per hour, 4 times the permitted limit. At just 59 feet from the start of the platform, an emergency stop was triggered. Whether it was Mr. Hollis realizing the danger or someone else on board, the brakes were applied in full force. But it was already too late. The train began slowing down far beyond the point where it should have. At 8:52 p.m., disaster struck. Train BR 507006 broke through the buffer stop at the end of the Northern Line at Kirkby Station, still moving at 28 miles per hour. The leading car smashed through the platform extension that connected the tracks and slammed into the underside of the Glover's Brow overpass. Emergency responders arrived at the scene at 9:05 p.m., finding the train already empty. All 14 people who had been on board, 12 passengers, the driver, and the conductor, were evaluated on the platform. Only the driver required hospitalization due to injuries sustained in the crash. By 9:40 p.m., the site was handed over to investigators. Their first steps included examining the train's braking system and recovering the onboard data logger. Unlike more modern lines, this section of the railway had no automatic train control to prevent speeding. relying entirely on drivers to maintain safe speeds and situational awareness. Initial checks revealed no defects in the train's brakes or throttle system, shifting the investigation's focus squarely onto the actions of the driver. As the investigation unfolded, Mr. Hollis came under scrutiny. Law enforcement interrogated him and confiscated his mobile phone, suspecting that he had been distracted while driving the train. Their suspicions were confirmed when they discovered a WhatsApp conversation he had been engaged in during the moments leading up to the crash. The messages revealed he had been chatting with a friend about the recent death of former BBC commentator Murray Walker. The final message from his phone was sent just 26 seconds before the accident. On March 31st, Hollis was arrested and charged with endangering the safety of the railway. Although he was released on bail, Merseyrail terminated his employment in September, bringing an end to his long career as a train driver. Investigators were unable to determine if the speeding was intentional or accidental, whether he was trying to complete the trip faster or simply lost focus. However, their findings pointed to one clear cause. Hollis had been preoccupied with his phone and failed to apply the brakes in time, a critical lapse that led directly to the crash. The trial against Mr. Hollis began in February 2022 and concluded on March 8th. During the trial, Hollis admitted to illegally using his phone while driving the train, which directly led to the crash. His actions were deemed negligent, endangering both rail traffic and the safety of his passengers. As a result, Hollis was sentenced to 180 hours of community service and given a 12-month jail sentence, suspended for 2 years. After the train was recovered, Kirkby Station was repaired, but the 43-year-old Class 507 train was written off by British Rail. This wasn't just due to the damage from the crash, but because of the train's advanced age. Despite recent refurbishments, British Rail had already begun a long-awaited replacement program, which was only delayed. The Kirkby train crash of 2021 serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of distracted driving, even in industries where safety is paramount. A single moment of negligence, fueled by a phone conversation, led to a catastrophic chain of events. The crash could have easily been much worse, but it raises important questions. How can we ensure that drivers stay focused? And what more can be done to prevent similar accidents in the future? What do you think? How can we improve safety on the rails? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.